What's happening, everybody? I am the Toddfather. Welcome again to my podcast, The Rest is Rock and Roll History. My guest today is longtime friend, former work associate, and still longtime friend, Paul Doman from Ashes of Soma.
Hi,
Thanks
Todd.
for doing this.
Sorry, I'm being weird.
This is going to be weird. We go way back. There's way too many inside jokes that nobody's going to know and all that stuff. And but I'll be reserved.
I'm mature now, Todd. We're not getting into that.
Yeah, we both
Jesus.
Are. We both are. So anyways, Paul, thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, I haven't seen you in a little while, and I'd love to visit more, but we're making it about this today, so I appreciate the time. Let's start a little bit. I'll let you tell this story because we have a history, obviously. How did we come to be friends? Kind of lay that out for everybody, all the viewers.
This is how I remember this one. I was 12 years old. Most people, if you were born probably before the 80s, you're not going to know where this place was anyways, but it was, or 90s anyways, would be Parkview Lanes, Ottawa Street.
Yeah. Five-pin bowling alley.
It was, so Todd was in a band. It was my cousin Joe and Liz and Scott.
Yep.
And Scott.
Liz
and Scott,
Serafianos, Scott Prentice.
Yeah, well, I didn't know if I was supposed to.
Actually, Joey just took over for Devin Kenny, who was in our band first, and then we got Joey, which was like a great change.
Yeah, no, I didn't know if I was supposed to say the names or
Not that you remember his name.
No,
anyway.
I played in another band with Scott. I played in a cover band with Scott.
Oh man, that was after.
That was long after.
But anyways, Chement, cousin, continue.
Yes, cousin. Scott's parents.
Microphone.
Scott's parents own the bowling alley. It was a 5-pin bowling alley, not even 10. So let's get that out there. And then it was like you played there like every Sunday almost, right? Like
Scott Prentice's parents owned it. They ran it.
That's
yeah.
what I just fucking said.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I was just clarifying. That's what you said. Yeah.
Clarifying. Okay. And then I just remember coming there with Joe. That's all I maybe Jack might have been there. Maybe I don't really remember and that was just kind of the start of it. And then I remember wanting to play drums, and Joe got me a snare, and I just didn't really get into it at that time.
You were our biggest fan.
Yeah, I was. I enjoyed myself. Well, hey man, I was like 12 years old, and I fucking came from Bell River. I had nothing to do.
I was like 19,
yeah.
20.
Yeah, it was before the.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should.
Yeah. We don't need to talk about that either. For all those that know what we're talking about. Yeah. Anyway, continue.
I'm sorry.
No, we're not talking about vibrators. Yeah. No, trust me. Anyways, so you came out. Anyways, to make the long story short, you came out. Met you as a kid. I was just getting through, becoming an adult, I guess, or I was to one degree.
Tickle Trunk, wasn't that the name of the sect?
Yeah, we changed our name to Tickle Trunk.
What was the name of
Unified.
The what was the name? Yeah, I remember that.
Tin Record.
Tin Record. Because I remember we opened my first band was Subsonic with Kelly Howell, which K.O. Shea or K. Or I don't know what she goes.
K.O. Shea, I think.
Fuck the Saints and all that.
She's
killing.
I've
played baseball. I've known her my whole life.
She travels around the world.
Beautiful, great person.
She taught me the proper methods of singing. She taught me how to.
Honestly, we've been in a lot of different projects together, mostly cover stuff when we were younger. But she's great. She's phenomenal. I would always, if she ever asked me I'd be there in a heartbeat.
She's just freaking talented. Period. Plain and simple. K.O. Shea, we're talking about you, Kelly.
But so we opened up for you guys at Spotted Dog, which is not there anymore. The Chrysler Building, everybody.
One of the best venues ever.
That was fun. I remember that was a lot of fun.
And the press club upstairs.
Yeah, I don't think they let me up there. We were I was on 6 at that time. we were fast forward. Okay, the Spotted Dog thing. Fast forward. This was when I was 16. So this is going 4 years after I met you. But yeah, so that kind of thing. But you guys were together for a while, anyways.
We were. We went through the changes. Obviously, it was the originals. Like I said, were me, Scott, Liz, and Devin. Then Joey took over on the drums.
I remember Devin, obviously.
And then Scott left the band, and we recruited Ryan Mason. That's when we changed the name to Tickle Trunk, Mr. Dress Up's Tickle Trunk.
Yeah. I remember.
Want to hear a funny? Here's a quick story about that. I went to meet Mr. Dress Up at Devonshire Mall in Windsor. Wanted to get a picture of him. I was so excited to tell him, I even named my band after you, Tickle Trunk, because I pushed for that. And then he's like, oh, really? He's like, should I talk to my lawyers about that?
Wow.
He was joking.
Yeah.
He was joking, but I took him half serious. I'm like, no, please don't. Whatever. And maybe it was trademarked. I don't know. Tickle Trunk. Probably was. But the idea was we were going into our Tickle Trunk and finding the right musical pieces.
I got you.
Yeah. But for those that don't know, everything he needed just always magically happened to be right at the top in the Tickle Trunk. So, anyways, whatever. We thought it was cool when we were 20.
Fuck the shit I thought was cool when I was 20.
So anyways, all those times. And my band did our CD release party, the Tin Record CD at the Spotted Dog.
I don't think I was.
You don't remember?
I don't think I was there. No, I only ever remember being that place once.
No kidding.
Yeah,
that's the age gap, because I remember when I started working with you and even like Pneumatic and stuff, it was California.
Yeah, but that's even now you're fast forward another 3, 4, like
right.
18. Pneumatic I was 18. I was 18 when I was in that band, so I was only playing drums at that point, like maybe 3 years. About 3 years. I started playing drums at 15.
Would you say it was safe to say, like, you looked up to Joey?
Oh, for sure.
And that, like, I know he inspired you. You've said it before, but I mean,
100%. You know what I mean? But there was a lot of variables too. It was the fact that I was able to see somebody do it. Like, you know what I mean? You could see something on a TV. But when you see it in person, like, it doesn't matter if it's the biggest band in the world or the shittiest band. It doesn't fucking matter.
It's exciting.
One of the coolest things ever is to watch somebody perform, and if they're in it, also too, if you like the music, it's even better, right? So
right.
That's why, come on, Bureau. We have all these top 40 cover bands. People love just to go and hear these songs that they love, and they get to dance and have a great time. So either way, you're having a great time. That's what music's about, anyways.
Well, it's about the experience, whether in the living room or that's what this podcast is about. The experiences, the memories, and primarily, it's like all the concerts. Like, as a promoter, I put the concerts on to create an experience for somebody. And I was also paying for these bands, so I was getting ones I like too. But I also was booking the ones that would make me money. I didn't want to just piss it away. But with you specifically, your experience when you saw us play, which is crazy inside my head to believe, because we were nothing. We were just family and friends. And your experience was like, Joey's like, oh my gosh. And you took it, and then, Joey's a very colorful drummer. He had the biggest smile in the world, biggest heart. And then,
but it's completely different. Like, we're not even the same. But why would we be, right?
So you start playing in local bands. You kind of learned got your stripes, I guess. And then your personality in general is very spastic. Like, we could call you Animal.
Well, spastic. Actually, I had a drumstick. I had a company sponsored me, Jamheads at the time. I think they were called. Yeah, no, that's what they were called. And my drum was called a Spastic 5B or 5A, which I went back and forth between the size sticks I use sometimes, but it was called a Spastic. That's because I always thought of this.
Well, that was aptly named for you. It shows the right guy.
I'm nuts. So not nuts. Well, remember that whole fucking thing they used to say? Sorry, I'm not used to holding a mic in my hand.
It's all right.
Fucking,
I'll call you out.
Remember we always make a joke, but they always had me locked in a cage in the back of the trailer.
Right,
and they just unlock it in front of the stage. They go and then in front of the stage. People probably actually believed it. Too.
But that's always been your personality. Just a little excitable, we'll say, which isn't a
little
bad
over
thing.
the top.
That's definitely another way. Blow your top is another way of saying it. But with that being said,
we don't have enough time to do that conversation.
But with that being said, you took your performance, the way you engaged with the audience and the crowd, like, people left talking about you. And this is true, but this you weren't trying. You were just being you. But this is, you could say some people were looking at Joel, some people were looking at Mike, some people were looking at Randy. But the stories after, I was like, see the drummer's face, oh my God, he did this, he did that, and whatever. And I know people have asked you a million times, I've sat beside you when you've done interviews. People are drawn to that. And you're the guy in the back, man. So, like, I mean, I don't think I've ever asked you this personally, but where, other than the personality traits, like, where are you drawing that from? Like, I know you never said...
The connection with people or the way I play?
The way you play.
The way I play is very... There's 3 guys that I've always really modeled what I do off of. Not that I do what they do exactly, but my animation and stuff is... The first one was the first cool...
I know what you were going to say.
Oh, you know where I'm starting.
You're wearing the hoodie.
No. This is number 2, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, I was close.
Number 1 is actually... Rich Bedeau, the original drummer of Finger 11.
Finger 11.
He was the first, when I seen him play, I remember when we played with him with Pneumatic at the Residence.
Yep.
Resident.
Oh my gosh. Residence.
Downtown, Club O, whatever the fuck else became after that.
Craziest local shows ever.
Naughty Dog, or whatever dog, or fucking whatever.
Spotted.
No, there was another one.
There was another one.
I don't fucking know, some dog, Salty. No, that's in Amherstburg right over here. But besides that, freaking... that was the beginning of that. When I seen the way he played, and obviously too, he's left-handed, so that always made it so cool.
Right.
But and he was such a nice guy, always great. And too, I like him. I've always followed him even where he goes because he's got I think it's substance problems just like I do, and like
he's kicked all that.
Yeah, me too.
He's kicked all
you
that.
know what I mean? Like it'll be 7 years this January coming, so 2025. But it's like, thanks.
That's a big deal. I mean,
no, it's
I know,
great.
I know how we all rolled back in the day. So
yeah, no, you know. but that's why I I don't do the Instagram and all that shit anymore. But when I did, I had his because I just like if he talked or like Clint from Seven Us. So now skipping forward to the next guy would be my favorite of all time. Always has been. After when I found them, but then I actually found them before I really started like playing live out a lot was Seven Dust.
Right.
Morgan Rose. There's you can't deny that's probably the biggest one, and the last one too was Shane Larkin when he joined Godsmack on their third album. There's those three dudes, and it's one of those things just because it's fun. It's like, and you're really like, how are you doing that? But you're playing like. Some of it's like you can ask. There's tricks. There's all those little things. Not everything is exactly like some of those. Like Travis Barker's got these cool stick trips, and they're not as tricky. Like it looks crazier than it is, and he'll even fucking tell you probably because it's like that's part of that. You can't. Like you're trying to do shit in between them, well, especially like a thing like Blink. They're quick. Their music's fast, so he's got to be quick, right?
He's always double, quadruple time, whatever the hell he's playing.
For me, it's different. A lot of our music, a lot of our bigger, like our radio tunes, they were 6/8. Most of them were 6/8 timing. If people know the difference, but either way. So there's that swing pattern, that swing feel. So it's gonna make you dance. So in between you go 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. You have a lot of time to throw a stick, do weird.
You're giving people music theory right now.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Fucking, but besides that,
they wonder why they were dancing to heavy rock music.
But I like bedroom walls. For if you know the song, obviously. But in the chorus. At least once or twice every chorus, I always threw the stick up because I had enough time with that count to no matter what catch it. And people are like, what if you didn't catch it? I'm like, I already knew when I let it go, I already knew if I was going to catch it. And sometimes you still miss, but as soon as you let go of it, you know if it goes too fucking fast or fly, just let it go.
Well, you've rehearsed it, like you know, like it's all. It's even. It's like knowing the song. Oh, Mike, being able to play to a click, like just knowing I mean, you go up there and it's not like anybody in a rock band is reading off sheet music. You know what I mean? This is all by memory. It's all by feeling. It's all by emotion.
But like, I'm going back and forth with this click sometimes though, because it's like some of my favorite fucking albums, and are not even like fuck, man. Tool doesn't even record or play live to a click. Never have. Like,
and one of the most intricately timed.
What the fuck are you telling? Like, it's not even about how like intricate they are. It's like how tight they are. Like, listen, I've seen them like 4 or 5 times, and like I've never been blown away. Like, I've seen a lot of great bands, but there's nothing like it. There's not. Yeah, I can't say but that's my opinion. Like I said, it's like fucking anything.
Well, they're overtly creative.
That's what I think
as well.
Huh?
They're overtly creative as well as technical.
But
isn't their drummer or was a member of the Chicago Symphony?
I never actually looked into any of that.
I feel like I've heard that, but I don't know if it's true.
No, I've never.
Somebody Google that right now if he's the only in the Symphony of
thing
Chicago.
I know about that click thing is because I think I just watched it. Wasn't that long ago? Danny Carey did an interview with Rick Beato. Don't quote me if that's how you pronounce his name.
I couldn't correct you either way.
Or whatever. He's got his own. YouTube. Great. I love watching his stuff. I learned stuff for studio stuff. Just he's just into music, and he likes a lot of the same music. I don't think he's that much older than me, really, or us, anyways. But it's just really cool. Like that's what I'm into now. I don't really watch. I like YouTube. I like watching movie like Tarantino shit. I'm a weirdo, but like you know what I mean, or anything I'm gonna learn something from. Like I want to learn, but it's just having fun. Like you were saying, get back right all the way to the beginning.
Yeah.
With the connection, that's really where it mattered for me. It was like you can't really see much out of the first few rows. Let's be. It just depends where you're playing. Unless it's like a daytime festival, you can kind of connect a little bit more. But even then, it's like it's pretty much the first row because it's like and it's just like you know what I mean. If you lock eyes with somebody, and even if you just give them that one little fucking whatever it is, that's a lot to that person. Or like those people that like they want to touch your hand, like you know what I mean. When you see all these different freaking front singers or front guys or women, ladies,
Right,
or
right.
I don't even know what to say anymore. Please don't cancel me, people, if I say the wrong thing. But
Canceled.
yeah, oh, fuck, I don't care. Cancel
Welcome
me.
to
I
2024.
don't give a fuck. Honestly, I listen to records. I don't even need the internet. Fuck
Fair
it.
enough.
Get out of here.
It's
But,
it's
I'm
part
just
of the
kidding.
it's
I'm
part of
just
the
joking.
problem.
Who doesn't?
That's all I
You
know.
need it. You're like,
Yeah.
I have no choice.
Yeah.
But
Imagine we do this, and where would it go if we didn't have the internet?
it's giving that person that feeling. But like, I don't understand why people. I know, fucking.
We've
you need to give me a
we've
headset.
had this
I need a
happen.
headset.
About the days like Paul, hold the microphone.
Hold the microphone. That's why I never sang.
Don't eat it.
It's not that I can't sing. Well, I'm not gonna eat it.
You never know back in the day.
Oh yeah, well, depending on how drunk I was. But in the end, it's about giving that person, because a lot of these people, well, everybody really, unless you know somebody or whatever, and you get free tickets or whatever. But that's hard-earned money. You go to work, you pay $300 fucking now to go see a goddamn concert, which I didn't care. I went to see Kind of Girl. It was great. For two, that's a lot of money to go. Like, I remember going to fucking see Korn and Rob Zombie for like $70. I'm like, that's fucking like, you know what I mean? And now like you're going to see Taylor Swift, $7,000. What do you mean? I'm obviously over exaggerating.
It's not out of control.
Hats off to her. I'm not hack. That's one thing I learned a long time ago.
We just went for free because a friend of mine is a former tour manager of Jordan Knight from New Kids.
Did they open? It was New Kids opening or something?
Well, we went to see New Kids a couple weeks ago. Paul Abdul and DJ Jazzy Jeff
Get
opened.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it was a great show. But we didn't have to pay anything, which is always amazing, always grateful. But then my buddy's like, hey, man, casually ask the girls next to you guys how much they paid to get in these seats. And she's like, oh, I'm embarrassed to say. And it was like $850 each or something. And she's like, my friend, she's over there. She's like 2 rows closer. She paid like $2,000 a seat. And this is American money. So
New Kids on the block.
New Kids on the block.
Nothing against them either.
Yeah, but it's
wow.
like to put that into like how much will
them that they're
and
fun.
this is middle-aged, mostly women. And I mean, I was there, but again, I didn't pay. But who's
I would
paying
tell
for the
people that,
tickets?
especially if they paid $2,000.
Well, the band doesn't see that money. They paid. They
course,
got whatever, right? But for Taylor Swift, it comes down to however much the parents are willing
That's
to
a
pay.
fucking that's a whole different ball game though. That she's like a fucking that's a corporation.
Yeah.
She's a corporate. She's not
Taylor
even
Swift
she's not even
Inc.
an artist anymore. She's a corporation.
Yeah.
She's good for her. Hats off to that
Hey man,
lady.
she's done it all. She even won her first Super Bowl
Great.
this year.
Awesome.
Right?
Sweet.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah, did she? Yeah, awesome.
I
Fucking,
don't know how much the Kansas
dated
City
most
Chiefs
of
or
Hollywood. That's what I hear,
NFL are
anyways.
paying her, but
I don't know.
Yeah, but she changed football.
Good for
All
her.
everybody
Honestly, I
was
don't
talking
give a
about
fuck
through
anyways. Who people date or what.
Crazy.
I don't care.
It's great. That's social.
Well, my
media.
daughter even knows she had a Kansas City Chief. Like, what do you, I'm like, oh, okay. But she wears a Def Leppard shirt. I'm like, name me a song. She's like,
Yeah, exactly.
I try to teach her, yeah, whatever. I can't even know. If you
there's,
wear the goddamn shirt,
oh,
shit. That's it. I'm getting canned. Said goddamn. Fuck. Said it again. Shit.
What's that called again when you're cursing the Lord?
Getting what?
Oh, I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know what we're talking
Doesn't
about.
matter. What was I going to say about Taylor Swift? Just lost my train of thought now.
Oh, sorry. That's me talking again.
It's all good. Doesn't matter. She's a corporation.
She's great.
She owns everything.
Great.
I know what I was going to say.
Here it is.
This is my conspiratorial thing. They made a national announcement, it was on all the media, about how Taylor Swift did more for the economics of a city in America than the Super Bowl did. Now, the Super Bowl's there for a week. She's generally there for 4 to 6 nights playing shows. And they said that
She plays like a 4 or 5 nights.
4. I think she did 6 or 8 in Toronto. Nights
In a row.
Yeah, with like maybe 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, that kind of
Just to
thing.
give her a break.
So she's there 2 weeks, but
The
people are
band, too.
coming in from all over the outskirts of that city, in every market in America and the world. So they talked about it, how, and then she tipped everybody like $1 million in her crew. Everybody, bus driver, everybody got tipped. And but they said in all the press, front page news, that Taylor Swift does more for a city when she comes to town than the NFL does with the Super Bowl. That's a big statement. But now the second half of that is they only do one city a year. Every couple of years, she does every city, like every city. So she had more of an impact on people than the Super Bowl. And I don't think...
music, let's be fucking real here. Like, I love sports. People
Right.
like sports. Music hits people differently.
True.
And
Right.
nothing against
But
athletes.
they used her. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm all for their relationship, and it's probably real, of course. But I'm sure it pissed Roger Goodell. He's the commissioner of the NFL, because somebody said something that they weren't as good
of course.
as.
Yeah,
and then suddenly she appears as the face of the NFL,
I think-
and her boyfriend's team. wins the
some
Super
people
Bowl.
think Taylor Swift is Jesus.
Wow.
Like, come on,
Maybe.
man. Like,
Kevin Smith said God is a woman.
I love that man, by the way. Like, I just watched something about him. He did this really nice thing for Shannon Doherty, and I thought it was so great that like you know, I honestly I never knew the woman, but I grew up watching 90210, and I still to this day like Dylan and fucking Brenda, like, you know, and you know what I mean. It's like, and they're both gone now. It's wild to think. And they're not much. Yeah. They're like a couple years older, basically, than you.
They're the same. I was literally in line with them all the way. Like they were in high school, college, starting businesses.
How old are you now?
I just turned 50.
Yeah, well, they're a little older. She was 53.
Yeah, she had a couple years on.
He was.
Well, wasn't
he was like 50 or 51? I think when he died, wasn't he?
Well, oh yeah, I think so.
Whatever.
They were a few years older than me, but you got to remember too, they were playing high school students in their third. They were in their 30s.
No, I don't think they were that old.
Well, at least.
Well, no, they could. They could have been.
What was the one girl? What was the one girl
that
always?
Fucking.
Who's the girl that always liked Brandon? What's her name?
Kelly? No,
not Kelly.
Oh, Andrea Zuckerman.
She was
or whatever.
She was older in real life. I think that was one. Maybe that's.
Well, yeah. Well,
but irrelevant.
I don't.
It doesn't
whatever.
matter. Yeah.
It was just one of those things. It was nice to see. Just people.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
she was sick for a while too.
Well, no, but you know what though? The shit that I read, and I just love her. Like, she didn't care. She didn't stop. She did her podcast. She literally I think did them up until almost the day she died, kind of thing. Like, good for her. She didn't let it take her the way she let her go. She went on her own fucking way in that way.
When the time came, she wasn't saying it could be tomorrow. You know.
Either way, it doesn't matter. She went on. To me, it was her way, and that was it. Good for her. But it was just nice. I don't know. You grew up with something like that, and you're like, holy shit. I know. Fucking give me the goddamn mic stand next time, dickhead. Sorry. Continue. We have to.
Well, let me change gears a little bit, because obviously, like, my whole thing is talking about concerts, concert experiences, and dipping into favorite songs, albums, that kind of thing. I want to share a quick story. You'll remember this. This is one of the concerts we went to, because you mentioned Korn, and there was one time.
We seen Korn together?
Yeah, you don't even remember. I'll jog your memory. See how you forget things? There's so much we've done.
What do you mean? When did we see Korn together?
Get ready. Okay, so it was, and I could be wrong too. It was Korn and Puddle of Mud. It doesn't matter, but I had a broken foot. And we were in the parking lot, and I was hobbling. I was on crutches and whatever.
Oh, that was your broken foot. Is that when you cut the back of your leg and you're bleeding all over soapies and
no,
shit?
No, that was Edge Fest.
No, I've never been to Edge Fest.
Well, we didn't go because I cut my foot. That was the one in Nickelback, 2001. I don't remember
seeing Korn ever with Puddle. I've played with Puddle of Mud a couple times.
How do you not remember that? We were walking. I was on crutches. And I'm pretty sure
it couldn't have been me. I've never seen Puddle of Mud with Korn. Never.
On.
Swear to God.
I swear.
I've seen Puddle of Mud open up for. I swear, like
it was you. They picked us up. Somebody said something. There's a guy in crutches, and the guy came. Like the security guards. He picked us up, put me onto a golf cart.
Oh yeah, I didn't remember that being Korn though. I
swear it was Korn. 100%. I'm certain it was Korn with all my heart, and I swear it was.
I've seen him.
It was Puddle of Mud, or was it Limp Bizkit? It was one of those.
I've never seen him with Puddle of Mud, so it couldn't have been.
So it could have been. Then it might have been Limp Bizkit. Either way, it was.
I've never seen them together either.
Okay, so it was somebody. We'll figure it out.
I've seen them, but I've only seen Limp Bizkit once.
But they put us on a golf cart, and it was wintertime. They drove us. They drove us.
Talking about something I don't even remember. So
and all it is just it was Korn anyway. But they picked us up on the golf cart, and they took us in through the backstage area, and brought us onto the floor. And I didn't even have, we didn't even have floor at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
That wasn't me.
100% it was you.
There's no way. I've never been backstage at the Actually, that's a lie. But that was for Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
I'm telling you it was you.
I'm telling you right now it wasn't me.
You probably.
I swear to fucking Christ, I've never been backstage at the Palace with you.
Well, we weren't backstage. We weren't backstage. They rolled us through the side stage, like literally, the stage is here. They rolled us out into the crowd.
I don't fucking remember any of this.
Man, I'm telling 100%.
Who drove, me or you?
You.
Okay, so you're trying to tell me I was fucked up on something then?
No, you had to have been sober if you drove. I couldn't drive because of my foot.
That doesn't mean anything.
Either way.
It was people did stupid things a long time ago.
It was Korn.
All right, Korn.
It's just there's so many things, like it's hard. My buddy the other day reminded me he thought it was one band. I'm like, no, it was another band. Same kind of debate. We didn't remember exactly, but we knew who the headliner was. It was the Cranberries. And this guy goes and tells my wife, he's like, yeah, Todd went to the Cranberries with me and he brought like a bouquet of daisies and we're in the front row. And I wasn't joking. I had a crush on Dolores O'Riordan. So I kept handing her, every time she came to my side of the stage, I'd hand her one daisy at a time. And I'm like,
I only really know the singles. They were in a band I really got into.
Wow. I mean, that's why we had a girl singer in my band. Because the Cranberries were such a big thing.
They were huge.
Yeah,
they were great. Like, don't get me wrong.
3 nights at Pine Knob every time they came to town.
Let's be real, man. Like, freaking, you don't get in everything. I honestly, the wife. Well, obviously we collect records. They're sitting right behind me. But
where
yeah, I haven't seen them yet. But I've always known Eagles. Always known the band. Honestly, couldn't tell you anything about maybe fucking Hotel California, top of my head, right at that time. The wife I got it for, it was an anniversary gift or whatever. And I'm like, why would you want that? I'm like, I don't, whatever. Put it on. I'm like, oh, I know every goddamn song. And now I'm like the biggest Eagles fan ever. Like, I'm going back. I'm like, I'm fucking listening to all this shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is
You know what you're talking about, right?
What? What am I talking
The
about?
beauty of music.
No, exactly. Like,
timeless.
But I'm just saying, I'm fucking 43 years old now, and now I'm going backwards like that. Like, it's cool. Like, again,
thanks for
cool.
catching up, Doman.
Yeah, no, but I mean, but honestly, though, you know my style for the last whatever.
You listen to stuff like Gojira and stuff. You listen to a lot. You have a very diverse collection.
Yeah.
But you listen to heavy stuff, and you are
not as much
still
as I
a product of the 90s.
Well, yeah, well,
you know,
that's most of that.
Yeah.
And even the rap is fucking, dude. I have Eazy-E's fucking album from 1988. Easy Does It. It's like right here somewhere.
Oh my god.
Fucking, but
that's a classic one.
You know what?
Give me that nut. Classic. I don't even know.
Are we gonna cancel?
What that means.
I don't even fucking. These kids don't even know what it means either.
Go ahead, cancel Easy.
They don't even know how to fucking do laundry. So get out of here. Fuck.
I didn't learn until I was 19.
I don't care. Cancel me. I'm not on the internet. I'm not
be
famous.
Soon.
Who cares?
You will be soon. I'm just
Maybe
kidding.
some people
Nobody watches
me
me either. You're like my second guest, so it's like
fucking other people that watch anybody is people watch Louis C.K. No, I love that guy. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
That shit's bullshit. You know what? Honestly, you know what gets me is like. People have these fucking, oh yeah, so you had like some whatever you do with somebody and then you go and you fucking say, oh, they did this because you want to make money. It's like, go fuck yourself. That guy's fucking hilarious. I'm like, all these people that are getting canceled, I get the ones that fucking are doing the stupid shit, whatever.
Comedy's a tough argument.
I don't care. Like, fuck, man.
It's meant to be funny, and usually it's funny because it's true.
It's got to be fucking true. It's
right?
Gotta be, but it's got to be, you got to push the limits, man. I can't wait for this Joe Rogan one on Netflix here.
He's got a new stand-up coming out?
It's like a fucking, it's live. August 3rd. You know what?
People expect a lot from
me. I honestly have never seen a lot of his stuff, but every time I watch, I don't even care about him being funny. I just like the guy is I like listening to him talk. He's smart. He knows what he doesn't bullshit people. It's like, yeah, that's the fucking way it is. Or he gets the people on there on his podcast that know what they're talking about if he doesn't. And like, fuck, you know what I mean? This world is like, go watch the real people, man. Don't go fucking watching these fucking dummies on TikTok. Go watch the people that actually have lived the life like a guy like Joe Rogan or like a guy like fucking Joe Walsh or fucking Don Henley or fucking Glenn Frey. Those fucking guys.
The craziest thing about Joe Rogan is you can say what you want. You can say anything about his belief. Like, he learns from people he has on his show, first and foremost. He researches things so he knows what he's talking about, or he does it on the spot. I mean, he's got a guy pulling it up for him. But he's one of the hardest working guys. You know, he'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do 2 sessions of 4 hours. I'm gonna interview the king, and I'm gonna interview."
He works out every fucking day and does his fucking.
He'll be in Texas in the afternoon, and then he'll fly to New York and host UFC that night, or Mexico, or something.
He's in better shape. I think he's just 50. He's just turned over 50.
Yeah, he's got to be.
50. I don't even know. I don't really pay attention to people's age, but that guy's in better fucking shape than fucking most people.
It's
crazy. Like, good for him. Good for him.
To it.
No. Yeah. Like I said, I just use him for example because I like him. I like Michael Rosenbaum's podcast because honestly, I was never a Smallville guy, and I just knew he was in that. I've seen him in other stuff. he's a real motherfucker. He doesn't give a shit. Like, he's literally real. He opens up about all his shit. He gets everybody to open up on his. It's beautiful. Like, you get to, because like, come on, man, we're all real. We're all human. Doesn't matter if you're a celebrity, you fucking dig a ditch, whatever. You're like, we're all the same. Yeah. Like, that's the thing is people have all these people so on this pedestal, and I'm like, especially influencers. This is
it's a different world, dude.
That's not being that's a celebrity now.
Yeah.
So you go give a blowjob on a fucking reality show on Netflix, and now you make. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yep. That's a good role model.
There's a guy I just saw. There's so many.
I watch these things with my wife because they're actually quite hilarious to watch, and some of them I don't think are all that bad. They try to really go after what they want to go after, but some of them are just
guys are getting
donkeys.
These guys and these women are getting television programs, and why shouldn't they? You know, there's this. I can't remember his name, but he's a.
Yeah, but they throw off Dave Chappelle and guys like Jamie Kennedy
right.
when they had their fucking shows, and they were fucking great.
The thing is, more popularity gets you more exposure, gets you more criticism, which may lead to more things.
Blow me! It's not about money. It's about fucking art. Yeah. It's about fucking. Exactly. It's not about being famous.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting all.
There's freedom. There's freedom of expression.
Of course.
You know, so there's fine lines, man. The thing is, you're not. It's not a matter about breaking laws.
I don't care.
It's a matter of hurting people's feelings.
Just do something worth doing. Don't do something because you think it's going to make you money. That's not what fucking this is about. And if that's why you're doing it, sorry, you're doing it for the wrong goddamn reasons.
Right. Like, well, I mean, and
it doesn't matter what you're doing.
First of all, everybody, it seems, has a podcast. So I'm like, why the hell don't I? I want to talk about music with my friends and people that I know or whoever. What's that?
I said, we're not even talking about music.
But, but you know what? It's good because we'll get more into it. But it's like, you just want I want real conversations. I want to hear real memories, and eventually I'm going to get into people submitting their videos and stuff like that as my podcast grows. But I know I'm not going to make a damn cent off this. You know how many followers you need before you start making money.
Who cares if you do? As long as people, if you're getting to anybody, but if you're getting
genuine,
hey, if somebody's getting something out of this, or even two, it's nobody. But you're having fun. Fucking cares.
Exactly. That's it.
I don't know. I never played.
I don't have anybody behind the cameras. I mean, the first one I had my wife, but we were with her, but there's nobody here today. It's just me and you, right?
Except for this. This is the only thing. Yeah, we'll fucking shut up.
But it's like I do it. I can't, go out of my way to do it, and it's fun, and now it's raining. But let's. Okay, let's. Yeah, we got time. We got time. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So let's talk about. Well, tell me one of your craziest concert memories. I mean, we have a whole bunch more. You couldn't even remember the one I told you.
What do you want, like a mushroom one? Like you can fucking at a Figure 11 concert in Chatham? Yeah, I remember that one.
Like I said, it's all about this is my theory. Everybody at a concert is kind of there initially for the same reason.
This one's always stuck with you. You'll remember this.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure it was Chatham Arena. And it was, you had Serial Joe, Jay Englishman, and Edwin. And Pneumatic, we were the first band on, right?
Right.
And
in the Chatham Arena or something.
Whatever, fuck. I don't know. I was like 18, 19 years old. Like, I was just sorry. Hey, fucking microphone down here. 18, 19 years old. And I remember playing that. It was fun. I like, everybody was cool, even like Serial Joe. Everybody was
a rickety wooden stage. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it was very like.
Yeah, I honestly those yeah, I don't really remember.
Didn't cost a lot.
But hey, to me though, man, then I was playing on a fucking stage with like the fucking singer. The old singer of Mother Earth. Like that was my thing. You know what I mean? I still haven't seen them, which I love them with Brian Byrne also, but. That's another fucking story. He's a great gentleman.
Yeah, we had some good times with him too.
I actually almost was in a band audition for that Bonzamara band when he played with that band for a hot minute. Yeah, that was fun. Long story short, so where the fuck was I? So now I went off. Okay,
concert memory.
That show, we played the show, whatever, and I remember we were just at the merch table or whatever, and there was this young man. I don't remember his name. I hope maybe if he remembers me, if he's even watching this kind of, if he ever did, but. He had Down syndrome. He was a bit older than I was, but this guy loved drums. He was a drummer. Showed me like he had a CD. I don't remember if he gave me the CD or he wanted to show it to me. I don't think I ever got to hear it because obviously we were in the. He just stuck with me because he was so happy, and this kid did. It wasn't about anything, but like he loved drums, and it was like, and he stuck with me, and I don't know, I never forgot his face. Like I could see it. I can't, like I couldn't, but I see him. Like I've always, I don't know. It was one of those moments to me. He's like the excitement in his eyes was the coolest thing ever, and like he probably was fucking better at drums than I was. You know what I mean? I bet she was. Like man, like
you never know.
Well, no, and you know what, man? That's the one thing. Like it's about anything, and like what I know about. Like I know a few people with Down syndrome. They normally when they like something, they get like they're fucking like it's a hyper focus thing almost like ADHD or like and then actually I have that. So it's
I just got diagnosed with that too. I just made it public.
Everybody's got everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like, come on,
I'm
man.
not taking any medication for
Yeah,
it.
That's my only but.
Did you fucking see? Sorry, I want to skip right. Did you that voice you just did? It just reminded. Fuck Eddie Murray. Did you see Axel Foley, the new Beverly Hills Cop?
Man, I
He
haven't.
does this fucking.
I
he does
haven't.
That voice like yes, like it's like that white guy.
It's the Eddie Murphy Saturday. He's like,
fucking god.
Thank you very much. I'm
Oh,
happy to
God.
be here.
Dude, I swear to God.
I don't have to pay for this newspaper.
If you loved any of those movies, I
All
don't
of
care
them,
which
yeah.
one you loved, or if you loved them all.
I do.
This movie was unbelievable. Netflix, you fucked up. You should have put it in the movie theater. But besides that, that movie was phenomenal. He was fucking great.
Man.
He was honestly
I
seeing
keep
him do
hearing
that
this.
again. I watched
I
it 3
keep
times,
hearing
man.
this.
It's been out. I've watched it 3 times. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Danny, when I was off for my surgery, and Danny's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "You're watching that again?" I'm like, "Fuck, are you great?" It's
See, sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
no, but besides that, it was just like
I just don't want my wife to watch it before she watches the first 3. But the thing is, I haven't watched it yet by myself or otherwise,
Dude,
so I
if
don't know
you-
what she needs to know to catch the jokes. I've showed her the Saturday clips, so she know, but she
you
doesn't know the
honestly
rest.
don't really need the whole backstory. You could like there are characters that are from, but it's like you won't get I can't remember. I can never pronounce his name, but Belky there from
That's him, Saturday.
Yeah, he's back.
He's
and
like,
they're all
well."
like mostly. Oh fuck, dude, just watch it. And what's his name? Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He's in that.
Belky Bartakamos' name is
Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in the new one, and he's great. He's a good addition to the team, like to be in this movie.
right.
Like whatever. This is fucking.
Bronson Pinchot.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
That's how you say it.
I didn't say it because I know I wouldn't have said it like that. I would have
you
said
impressed?
Bronco
No.
Pinocchio. I don't know what the fuck I would have said.
That's how you say it in Latin.
No, he's great. Perfect Strangers, man. Cousin Larry.
Yeah, he's like,
Fucking-
be
fuck.
so ridiculous. That's
great.
classic, man.
No, but dude, that character though, like that he's in one.
So this movie's that funny.
I loved it.
Ugh,
I thought
okay.
it was great.
You know what? I'm
But
not gonna wait. I'm not gonna wait.
I-
Sorry, baby. I'm not gonna wait.
I like, dude, it was great. But whatever. Back to music.
She's gonna get. She'll see it eventually.
Come on. Fucking, oh my God. You're right at the beginning of the movie. This fucking, as soon as all I can say is the Detroit Red Wings locker room. And what he says when he walks in that wall, that's all I'm going to say. It's fucking ridiculous.
I love it too because it's localized for us.
I miss his
It's
laugh,
Beverly Hills
though.
Cop, but it's all about
I miss
Detroit.
his laugh. That's the only thing I miss.
Yeah.
It was just like, I guess it was,
I can't do it.
Well, no, I guess it was like a self-conscious thing. He thought people were just laughing at him because of his laugh.
Right.
And he eventually made it, he doesn't laugh like that anymore. He can't laugh like that anymore.
Man, I'm
I seen
embarrassed
an
that I
interview
just
that
tried
he-
and failed.
But, and I get it, but hey, man, you know what though? But that's what people like don't get that. Like a guy like him, he's self-conscious about. It's like, well, he's a celebrity. Like,
Of
what does
all
that
the guys,
fucking have anything to do
right?
with-
Of all the guys.
Hey, man,
he
look-
doesn't even need to work anymore.
Ah, he's beautiful.
I saw that
Good
he
for
made
him.
$50 million off the sales of the video cassette of Delirious.
Good for him.
That's in the 80s.
Good for
so,
him.
You know what? Here's a crazy story. It's kind of music related, so I'll share it. Just found this out in the last 6 or 7 months or whatever. You remember the show Good Times?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you remember at the beginning the painting of all the people? It's like a
Yeah,
project. The project's
Oh, I
painting.
know
They're all
they're like
okay.
dancing or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So they used that art. I can't remember the name of the artist, but he made that painting. They used it in the intro, and it kind of correlates with the song, like "Good" or whatever. So it goes with that. That painting, I believe, was made just for that show.
Oh, cool.
That painting was later purchased from the studio at, I'm sure, a high cost.
Probably.
And that's in the 70s. So later, and I won't add the drama, I'm just going to tell the story straight out. So it was later purchased by Marvin Gaye. Okay? So now it's, what's going on? Get it? You see what I did there?
Marvin.
Nice. Number ones. Because he has a lot of them. So Marvin Gaye bought that painting. And then in like 1988 or something like that, he had died in the early 80s, right? And his father had shot him and killed him.
Yes.
And
That's what I've been told.
His estate auctioned the painting or sold it outright to Eddie Murphy.
Hey, Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy's in his hay. He's like, I can drop a couple mil on this painting.
Of course
So,
he can.
and I'm sure he had an admiration
Was
for.
it after Vampire in Brooklyn?
Yeah, probably.
I like that. I don't give a
Dude,
fuck.
all those
Was it
80s
Angela Bassett
all
that
those
movie?
80 yeah, all those 80s movies or the Harlem Nights. all
I
that.
think that was 90s, wasn't it?
It was borderline. I can't remember.
Fuck no, I'm borderline.
My memories. So, anyways, long story short,
That's a
Eddie
true
Murphy
story.
buys the painting from the estate of Marvin Gaye, And so that's, we're going on like pushing 40 years almost.
Story, right?
Well, all the point is that painting is that painting was, he said there was a direct copy, like a scan of that one made that he allowed, and it sold for like 15 or something crazy $1 million. This is a scan of the original. Oh. So how much? And that's like 15 years ago or something like that. So how much? Well, how much is Eddie Murphy's now worth if he was to sell it? Because the scan sold for...
The fact that he's got that.
Oh, man.
That's funny.
That's priceless. That's a priceless piece of art.
Definitely.
And the fact that the scan can, get tens of millions of dollars, what is that original worth? That could be, like when Eddie Murphy goes, or if he ever decides to auction it or something, that'd be insane.
He ain't going anywhere. He's going to live forever.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Him and Sam Jackson and Morgan Freeman. Come on, be real.
Oh, 100%.
Fucking Morgan Freeman's still around. He's like 107. I'm just kidding, Morgan. I like you.
So anyways.
And fuck those guys that AI your voice. You deserve your money.
Yeah. This AI is getting creepy, dude. I don't even know. I just made pictures of me on Instagram AI the other day.
I don't even want to see pictures of you that are real, let alone ones that are made up by AI.
Right? I posted one, and an old friend of mine's like, "You still look like a douchebag." I'm like,
"Wow,
when the hell did?"
Let me guess who said that.
Friendship.
No, I'm just kidding.
You'll never guess. It was
Rob Wilson.
It was surprising. No,
because that'd be what I wouldn't guess.
I'm not even gonna.
Sorry, Rob. I didn't mean to say there.
He's like, "You still look like a douchebag." I'm like, or you look like a douchebag. I'm like, so you're saying hockey players look like a douchebag, or I've always looked like one and still do? And he's like, the latter. You look like a douchebag.
Nice.
I'm like, what the
Can't people just be nice to each other?
I can't guess his humor because he usually doesn't say anything like it's very dry, and I'm just like, you mother. But whatever.
I like his wife's cooking, probably. Hey, it's probably dry like his fucking wife's cooking.
But whatever, man. So, anyways, here we'll roll through a couple music questions. I don't want to keep you much longer.
I'll keep me as long as you want.
Yeah, you got a little bit of time.
I got time.
So what? Let's go with album. What's your favorite album? What's your favorite song of all time? And I know you're gonna be like, I don't know, I got a million.
Well, who could actually give you a solid answer?
And I'm the same way, and you got to do it by genre. I know what my two favorite albums are.
Favorite album?
Yeah, favorite album. That's a hard one.
But are you asking my favorite album of Paul at 15, Paul at 20? Like, because there's a difference. Because Korn was one of my favorite bands of all time, and I still don't own Korn on vinyl yet.
What are you waiting for?
The fact that everybody wants to charge
expensive.
Well, not that expensive, but like I'm at the point right now because it is so expensive that when I buy stuff, I want to make sure I'm gonna listen. Like I don't listen. It's not that I don't get it. I love the band. There's still hold that special spot in my heart. But some songs like Ball Tongue just don't resonate with me like they used to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And that's not all, but I want them. I just haven't got to them yet.
Again,
but that's
cycles.
Dude.
You go back to it, and I just started listening. I was listening to Limp Bizkit because we're talking about the Limp Bizkit tour, and then I started listening to Our Lady Peace because I was interviewing, Piercy from Our Lady Peace and going to the show and so on and so forth. But yeah. it's like well, for me, Forevermore, and I probably said this a million times.
First Canada Box record.
It's a no. See, that
would
later.
Be
that's a gem. That's definitely up there.
And I still got
self-titled.
Yeah, well, remember, I still got to give you the money for this one. You remember?
Is that the autograph one?
Yeah.
That's the one I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got.
Well, yeah, because of Lucy, of Lucy. But this is just a reissue of the first record.
Right.
But honestly, man, like, I guess one of the records that I guess would.
There goes water.
Oh, fuck! There you go.
And you're probably not in the shot anymore.
That's okay.
What?
Okay.
There's a water bottle down. I'm gonna put music here where where it's like, please stand by. Technical difficulties. All right, that didn't happen. No matter. Oh, round two.
Fuck me.
That didn't happen.
This is not going the way I want it to go. We're gonna cut this part out, eh? Fuck, it's like the fucking.
It's all a figment of your imagination.
Okay, I'm gonna go right off the fucking ball here.
Hold on, I didn't even tell you. Prince, Purple Rain, and Michael Jackson.
I was gonna say. I knew Purple Rain was in there.
They both changed.
I got Thriller. I didn't get Purple Rain yet. Honestly, this is gonna sound different. Not that it's actually not to most people.
I feel like I'm gonna be surprised here.
I don't think you're gonna be surprised, but it's not an actual studio album. I just don't want to pull it out because I can't move the chair.
Well, it's Alice in Chains Unplugged.
MTV Unplugged, and it's actually
MTV Unplugged,
and it's the only time they reissued it, so it's actually really hard to get that unless you buy an unofficial copy of it. But that, honestly, to me, is one of the most. I think some of the performances.
Where they open with Nutshell.
But the fact that I think that fucking performance that's better than the goddamn the EP.
Yeah. Well, it's all acoustic, obviously. That's forced. But the vibe, you get to hear their harmonies.
He fucks up.
He does. He stops.
It's not. It's
They stop.
It's not in here. They edited it out.
Of course, they
but
are,
not
but
the
the
video.
video.
The video, it's still in there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I literally just pulled that out. I don't even know why. What we were talking about. I showed my wife clips from that performance, and it started with Nutshell.
There's another one.
Eric, I mentioned that too.
acoustic record.
I think that was the first biggest. It was like the number one selling album. That was
dude.
the first one that was released, right?
You hear that? That's actually
With Tears in Heaven Live. That's what did it. That's what did it.
Honestly, that record, Danny got me that for Christmas.
It's a good one.
Oh, that's my wife, by the way. When I say her name, people are like, what the fuck are you talking about, Danny?
It's your boyfriend.
Yeah, I don't care, whatever. But she didn't like. I don't know if she actually ever heard that performance before.
Right.
But I remember putting it on. But when you put it on, it just sounds so good. And it's just I remember seeing it. I remember when it came out. I remember the CD. I remember the cassette. I remember. You know what I mean? That's why I still like this. You got to go like to listen to music. If you're listening to a record, you got to actually want to listen to that record. You can't. It's not like. And I'm sorry. Like I don't know.
Well, it's old school. You got to go through the tracks in order.
You should.
You got to stop halfway and flip it over, and
not even halfway.
Which keeps you into the idea that it's coming.
Well, a lot of these are like double disc now, so you get like 3 songs on a side.
That's crazy.
But I guess it's supposedly the quality's better.
Yeah,
whatever.
one of those record players that flips it for you.
Yeah, fucking I don't know. Get Eddie Murphy to buy a guy to flip it for you. I like you, Eddie.
Is that a record wrangler?
Yeah, fucking who's
going on out there?
Amazon. They're dropping off packages probably.
You know what I want to know too? Don't let me forget.
But I still didn't answer that question.
Keep answering, but I just don't want to forget. I want to talk about what happened with the band and those last singles in the States, because that was a bit of a phenomenon. But we'll get back to that.
Well, yeah.
I just don't want to forget. So remember,
but like
I'll forget. You watch.
Like I would say that would be one of my favorite albums. Like I said, you can't even consider it an album. It's not.
They released it as an album.
Yeah, but it's not a But
I get it. Well, how do you explain like James Brown first big album was live at the Apollo?
Yeah, but okay, that's
Johnny Cash live at. Was it Folsom Prison or whatever?
That
one of those.
Sure, but like you know what I mean. I'm just saying. I thought you meant like more like studio records. If you mean album in general, then that's great.
I think that qualifies.
And then
why wouldn't it?
Honestly, we're just gonna go fucking real wild here. No, I'm just kidding.
Digging deep.
Dude, there's so much. Like, what do you want to like? I don't know. It's hard for me. Honestly, a record of mine that I've loved since the '90s, and people are gonna actually. This is gonna be different.
Matchbox 20. Well.
That record's great.
I mean, Rob Thomas.
Oh, fuck. 1998, I seen him at fucking Pine Knob. First time I ever seen a show in the States. I was wearing fucking ripped fucking jeans with Adidas sandals with socks on like a donkey. Yeah, donkey. I said it. Fucking, oh my God. Probably had fucking frosted tips. Or something stupid.
When you like most had hair, most.
Oh yeah, I had hair.
Everybody shaves it now. It's a choice. It's a choice.
I'm losing my hair. You can ask my wife. But
I am too. You just can't tell right now.
Either way, well, yeah, because you're going gray.
Yeah. Gingers don't go gray. We go white. Oh, yeah. Apparently. You know what?
Either way, you're old.
There was an interview. I got one finger for you. They're both two of them actually. They're both in the middle.
Yeah.
I remember an interview with I don't remember who it was in Matchbox 20, but his best way of describing his singer was, dude, I just play guitar or whatever. He goes, Rob shows up and he just shits big hooks for breakfast.
That's awesome.
Like, yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Well, yeah, like how many singles, how many number ones were on that record?
We actually just got this. My daughter got me this for my birthday this year. Was their Out of Exile, but it's basically like they remastered like all the hits, right?
Rob Thomas researched Santana's career too.
Yes, he did.
I'm pretty sure that album would not have been the same. That's one of the biggest.
Yeah, but
biggest
I just
songs
seen.
ever.
Actually, funny you say Santana. I just seen him in Detroit there with Counting Crows.
Nice. No kidding.
Oh, dude, unreal. Like just, I'm not that I've ever known
musical legend.
But it was just to watch a Latin Americans basically like almost like salsa to fucking rock and roll. It was just all of it. Like you felt like you were dancing. I don't know what the fuck I was listening to. It was so good.
Come over.
Oh,
that's
fuck.
that's like, wasn't that the 70s?
Dude, I don't even know if I knew any, like I knew the like songs, but
Right.
you know what I mean? Like even the shit I didn't know, I was like, oh, what the fuck? This is unreal. Like absolutely unreal. There's like, but it's
That's
one of those.
I've never seen, unfortunately. I've never seen Santana.
Like I said, we wanted to go see Counting Crows. I've always been a fan of them, and they're great. They were funny, and it was really funny because I love it when musicians make mistakes. It's my favorite thing. I don't know why, but it's always been like I love because it makes them look real, look like they're human, right? Because most people have. Everybody,
as musicians, we notice mistakes too.
Oh, fuck yeah!
And I've seen
everything.
I've seen some on live TV where it's like they just happened. It's a big, Slane Castle in Ireland, and Chad Smith's going, and he's making out for a guy or a girl or whoever in the front, and he's like making faces, and he misses it, and then he kind of has to.
Oh, yeah.
And he's smiling because he knows he messed up, and they caught it. But it's like, does he know the camera caught it? And
Counting Crows drummer did that, where it was like. They were playing the song and it was near the end of the song, and then he just went to go do the cymbal solo like the song was over, and I think it was the bass player, and they locked eyes and he was going right back into the beat. But it was like, and I look at my wife and I'm like, did you notice that? She's like, notice what? And I'm like, forget it.
Yeah.
And it's just like if you weren't
at that
looking,
point
it
you're
was
listening.
that quick. Like you had to have seen it as because you like that's how good they are.
Those kind of things.
But that's a pro. Like the fact that she didn't even notice it. Mm-hmm. But that's me. I'm looking at the drums. I'm always looking at the drums.
Flubs a note or hits the wrong chord or whatever. I mean, I've seen, well, other than Alice in Chains, which you wouldn't see if they showed the produced version. He messes up, they stop. But
cool.
I was at Pearl Jam at.
Never seen them.
Really, man, you better check him out. He's the only living Seattle singer left.
She said that to my wife.
Yeah.
Like, he's the only grunge singer.
He's still alive. Yep.
Here's another one.
What was I gonna say? Wait, hold on. What was I gonna say before I forget? I saw them at the Palace, and Gossard fucked up the beginning of Better Man, so they stopped and started over. He's like, "We're only human, and I'm only 3 bottles of wine in, whatever." What is it? Oh, Mother Love Bone, man.
That's a bootleg. I wasn't paying what they wanted for an original print of that.
Does that have?
Well, what are you doing here?
Sorry.
Well, you don't like. It's not your cock. You're not gonna manhandle it here.
I don't want to abuse it.
Well, the way what you're doing here, get your shit together.
Yeah, it does. I was gonna say that's the one with Crown of Thorns on it. That's one of the most epic rock or modern grunge rock singles.
Down there too on the single soundtrack.
Yes, my favorite soundtrack actually. Oh yeah, man.
No, it's good. It's good. There's better ones.
Speaking of Pearl Jam,
dude, honestly,
two of my favorite Pearl Jam
one of the best
songs are
soundtrack
on
though
that.
is fucking Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That soundtrack's
that's
ridiculous.
But again, it's
Jackie
timing.
Brown soundtrack's good too. So Crow.
Reality bites sometimes. People, the Crow, yeah. Oh my God,
that was Ben
best Rage Against the Machine song.
Ben Stiller's directorial debut. I love that. It was a good movie. Andrew.
Oh my God.
Ethan Hawke, Winona Ryder. Let's go.
But people don't talk about soundtracks now.
Why wouldn't they?
They don't. Like, I mean, you got to think about some of these songs.
The good new soundtrack, all the Guardians of the Galaxy, great soundtrack.
See, I
Space Hog on there.
Yeah, see, I honestly haven't looked.
Look at, I'm not even talking like this.
Yeah,
like talking to the microphone, Paul.
You're gonna give editing
whatever.
Wait,
ADR.
We're gonna give my editor a pain in the ass.
Yeah, fuck
He's
who
gonna
you.
Look at me like, Todd, this is who are you talking to? This is actually you.
Hey, I'm not doing ADR for you either.
Oh, shit. Okay, let's talk about. I want to talk about. Just jump back to Ashes of Soma, and then we can wrap it up because I know you got things you got to do.
What time is it?
Thing 30, whatever. Thing 30.
Yeah.
Quarter past, monkey's ass.
Yeah, that's not nice. The monkeys have.
So you guys, the band released 2 songs, and the last one was "Bombs Away," and the one before that was called what?
Honestly, I didn't even know "Bombs Away" was being released.
It was. I should know the name of the single before that. What was it?
Addicted to the Drug?
Yes, Addicted to the Drug.
I
can't believe it escaped me. But let's sorry to cut you off. But
when it got, I just didn't know
we did. Yeah, see what you don't know. I mean,
wow.
But the band released Addicted to the Drug.
Yes.
Did like a secondary market radio push, and you're gonna knock that over again. And
the top song of this
and it
song.
made top 20 on the Billboard charts, like breakthrough artists, which is crazy because you haven't really actively been working as Ashes of Soma in over a decade or something like that. Haven't played any live shows. I mean, we don't even know that the band will
2015, 2014.
Don't even know that you guys will ever play again.
I doubt it.
I mean, there's issues you have.
Sorry, everybody, but I can't see that happening.
If
it does,
it's just
I will do it. But I'm just
not like people remember it. That's the thing. Like Joel has some.
Life moves on,
issues.
man. Well,
Yeah.
we all have.
But the music is still like.
I broke my femur and had my hip replaced in the last year and a half. So we all have issues.
You're not rocking out.
But
right?
Bishop's is completely different.
Yeah.
But Joel's got like, yeah. But if I knew any motherfucker that would still do it, it probably would be him.
Yeah.
Because he's a tough son of a bitch.
Like I told him, man, dude, we can't all be the way we were.
Well, no,
sit
we
on
never will be.
sit on a chair.
But it's weird though. I didn't think I was gonna be able to be me ever again. And I played I didn't even know when my hip was still busted when I played. And nah, it's not true. I'm exactly who I always was, and I'm just getting older.
Mm-hmm.
But the day I can't play like that, that'll be it. I won't play. But I'll still play if somebody. I'll do anything.
Well, yeah. See, like I shouldn't be playing hockey anymore, but I still play hockey.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
You
Like
know, the one thing that hurts me the most is hockey, and yet I won't stop skating.
If anybody called me like, "Hey, I need you to do," fuck, if I could do it, I'll do it. Like, you know what I mean? Of course, I love it. I'll always love it. And the biggest thing is my little man, my youngest son. He's starting to like gravitate towards drums, like not as much as he used to, but he loves music. So like I'm starting to kind of like let him play, and like he's going that way. And I'm like, if he likes it, he likes it. If he doesn't, I just want him to like music. I don't give a fuck if he plays. Honestly, man, let's be real here. They're getting gold and platinum for streaming now, or that's all.
You're getting gold and platinum for like views or attachments on TikTok. So
that's cool. That's
it's a different industry, man.
No, but it's not. But is there even a music industry anymore, except for the old dogs that are still doing it?
I don't even think they make CDs officially anymore. It's all back to vinyl.
Well, no,
because it's all limited.
We already brought her up, but one more fucking time. Taylor Swift has CDs. Let's be real. But
well,
no,
because
they still make some. Not every band.
My car has a CD player in it still, but I'm not carrying.
Yeah, but your car's from 1977.
Hey, it's 2007.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that, actually, mine did too when I had a
the
2007 Impala.
Took the 8-track out.
But I think it's not doing justice. Like, well, actually, we can see it. Music's not.
Well,
No, I can't say that all music is all music shit. But a lot of new stuff, there's no feeling. There's no heart.
There's a lot of one and done.
There's a lot of great stuff too. Don't get me wrong. I couldn't even tell you what I like and what I don't like. Because if you played me and I'm just using this for example, I don't know, but 21 Pilots or fucking whoever, Dua Lipa. I guess the true difference is girl. If you didn't put the vocals in, I wouldn't know the difference. You know what I mean? You
notice a lot of 80s, 90s influence in the modern music though.
Of course you do.
Which is crazy. It's like everything old, new again. Even the colors, like you had neon, and now you got fanny packs.
Look what he did there.
Yeah,
it's all 80s.
Yeah, there you go. 100%. The colors, the style, that looks
but
like
the music.
It looks like a Billy Joel
fucking
record
right,
or
but
something.
Dude, that record's. I think that's one of his best records. And
dude,
it's the last one he put out.
People don't know.
I'm new to him. My wife got me right into him.
People don't know how good of a guitar player John Mayer is.
But it's not even about how good or anything he is. You see it in his eyes.
Yeah.
You feel it when he plays. You feel it when he sings. It's not even that he's good. It's emotion. It's pure fucking
soul.
All of it.
That's
his
soul.
whole fucking band. Everybody all the fucking ones that are good. You feel it. You don't even have to hear it. You feel it here. Like, oh fuck.
I felt it there when Live did their MTV Unplugged.
Oh, buddy.
When they
I
did
seen
Lightning
them in
Crashes on that.
2017 in Austin, Texas.
Oh, buddy.
Never seen them live ever. Fucking, they were all there too, and it was fucking unreal. Like absolutely, one of the ones I wish I would have got to see though was Blind Melon.
I had tickets.
I seen Chains, but not
to
with
see him
Lame,
at St. Andrews, and they canceled it because of the floor or something. I can't remember. And so they postponed it, and then I was like, okay, well, they got a little more popular, and I think Soup came out, and Galaxy was released.
Popular. Like No Rain was the last single, and they almost
Change.
didn't even put it out.
No, they put out Galaxy.
Change was the first single, wasn't it?
I think you could be right about that one.
No,
but
the
album
on the first
Soup
record,
came
No
out.
Rain. No, I know, but before that, No Rain was not supposed to be a single, and
Change was first. Yeah.
First, but No Rain was the last single out, and it wasn't even supposed to. And good thing they fucking put it out.
It's still one of the big. It's more known than Change.
Well, honestly, they're considered a one-hit wonder, and it blows my mind because I don't think that. But but they're going hits though. We're talking about hits.
Yeah.
We're talking about number ones or in the fucking
top 10s.
But
or
like,
something.
come on, man. There's not many that get that.
Well,
there's the most number ones ever.
I feel like he didn't.
There's the most number ones.
Well, you know what? See, that's changed
Last
too.
time I checked, Last time I checked, they were still the 27 number one hits.
We have to check. And I'm not sure.
I could be wrong.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Last time I checked, they were still number one.
This is what's changed, and this is for the people at home or whoever is listening. Maybe 1 or 2 people ever.
Nobody's at home.
But maybe 50,000 people.
Awesome.
I don't know. So the difference between now and the Beatles era or Elvis's era, any of those bands, Led Zeppelin, Rolling Stones, all that kind of thing. Michael Jackson, even, he had all these number ones. But they had like 1 or 2. So it'd be like the pop chart and the R&B chart for Michael Jackson.
Well, okay.
For Elvis, it'd be rock and pop charts. Beyonce has like an astronomical. Katy Perry has an astronomical number.
Well,
But they have like 30 categories.
Doesn't
now.
Beyonce like ride horses now and she does country music?
Yeah, something
Good
like
for her.
that. Why wouldn't you? Darius Rucker does too. They were one of the biggest '90s bands.
Hey, honestly,
country sells, man. It's the biggest crossover market other than R&B.
Aaron Lewis,
Rap.
beautiful. His country's awesome. You ever seen it?
Yeah, but it's country. People love
what's
country.
wrong? There's nothing wrong with
Nothing.
it. I listen to it at physiotherapy right now. It's great.
It's crazy how diverse the country audience is and how diverse the rap audience is.
That's all rock.
And rap.
But
Rap is the biggest diverse buying audience.
Yeah, but that's not even like fuck. I've been watching a lot of shit with Rick Rubin. That guy just makes my brain like wee. But
genius. That's why his brain is.
Dude, I didn't know. Like I knew Def Jam and all that, but I didn't know the whole fucking story. So I went down a rabbit hole, and I didn't know like he changed the sound.
Yeah.
Like hip hop was fucking drums, guitar, bass, with
steady
rap. The
steady
rap
beat.
was the same, but then he's like, no man, he's like fucking beats, a little scratching, and I'm like, and
rock
when
guitars.
he showed the difference, it was on the Joe Rogan podcast. He showed it. I'm like, oh my motherfucking, and I didn't even like it, dude.
He did some of the most iconic albums. Run DMC, he did Beastie Boys.
Well, dude, he brought with Run DMC,
Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
Well, Run DMC though it brought rap, the hip hop on the market then, but then it resurged Aerosmith because This Way was on Toys in the Attic.
They were done.
Right, and they re-recorded it with Run DMC. Yep. Fuck those sons of bitches. They got 3 different versions of their greatest hits on vinyl, Aerosmith. Man. And 2 of them, only the most expensive one has the one with Run DMC. I'm like, you sons of bitches. Like that. Oh, yeah. Fuckers.
Because they got to pay somebody else.
Yeah.
It's not theirs. It's Run DMC's. They're the guests. That's all here nor there.
No,
but,
I don't care. I'm being an asshole because it's fun.
But go back to just because I never really got a straight answer. You guys had this Billboard thing. I know you guys haven't played in a long time, but how does it feel to at least say at the end of all this, when things have kind of panned or smoothed out or thinned out or whatever, you guys get, a Billboard charting song? Like, that's pretty insane.
No, it was cool, but
your name's attached to it one way or the other.
Yeah, I know, and I get it. But it's awesome. I can't downplay it. It's not cool. Like to say that I've actually had a song in the Billboard charts, amazing. Does it make or break anything in my life? No.
Probably not. No.
But will I always, and even not that, because that honestly to me, all that shit never meant fucking anything to me. Never did. Honestly, I just wanted to play. But I've always been a very, very, very hard person to be around. Not that
I have no idea what you're talking
about.
Yeah.
Not that I'm a bad person. I can't say that. I've done some stupid shit. But the biggest thing is just whatever. And we're not getting into that one day. That's for a different time. I'm not going to start getting deep now. We've been just joking around, having fun. So there's no point. But there's a different side. And I'll never forget all that. But for me personally, I let it all go. It's done. It's where it is. It's a part of my life. But it's in the past. And for me, I leave it. I don't really I've never really said this to anybody. It's just something I've gotten to the point where it's like, not that I don't appreciate it and I will talk about it. And I'll tell you right now, if somebody asks me to play and they want to play, I'll play. But I'm in a different spot. I put a lot of time into that. And then, like I said, that's a different story. But now I'm in a different spot in my life, just like everybody else is. And so I just kind of, but that, yeah, fuck yeah, it was cool. But I don't know, man. It's like anything else. It's like you get to a point, like ask anybody. You gotta fucking ask Jeff Burrows. It never gets old. Nothing gets old. There's a song on the radio. You see oh my God, you're in that band. It doesn't get, but it's like,
right.
Doesn't. I don't know. It's about connecting. Honestly, if you connect with me, great. If you don't, you don't. It doesn't matter. Like I learned that a long time ago. You gotta like this. You gotta like that. I don't gotta like anything. I don't have to fucking. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I like Maroon 5's first record. Don't have anything else.
Too.
Fucking, I got fucking Sublime. I got Soundgarden. I got Chick Corea fucking jazz. I got all kinds of shit. It doesn't matter. It makes me feel good. Yeah, fucking her.
Dude, first time I saw Maroon 5, they opened for Vanessa Carlton at St. Andrews.
First time I seen Maroon 5, Vanessa Carlton, I don't even know how to speak. I don't think I've ever seen her. Vanessa, she was the pianist, right? Or pianist?
Pianist.
See, like, they shouldn't have named
She
it
dated
that.
Stephen
Why
Jenkins.
Why would they call it a penis and then a pianist? Like, they're just asking for fucking people to screw it up. Like,
whoever called it a piano was the problem. It starts there.
Well, we're not getting into that conversation. But seriously. I don't know.
But you know what? Like I said, even if having a charting single is kind of a final footnote or not, at least for that part of your musical life, it's something you get to tell your kids about. You know what I mean? I wish, like, you know how many people wish they could get a song.
I get it. You know what?
But when you get there and the way it happened, you weren't touring, you weren't enjoying the wave of it. I guess like we've all like I remember when we first put out your first single when I was managing your band, and it was just a rush. Things were happening fast. Bigger people were approaching us. You're on the road. You're playing the show. The shows got bigger. The old gear and crappy van and trailers disappeared, and new ones were purchased. You know, it's just things evolve, but. To attain that,
I'll never forget it. I'll never change. I would never change it.
Mm-hmm. Things happen the way they were meant.
Of course, and dude, like I said, I might have came off the wrong way. That's not the way I meant it. But it's just, you know, when you hit a certain point in your life and you're just like, whatever. It's not that I don't appreciate it or whatever, but like I never wanted anything but to play. I never wanted the fame. Not that we ever had it, but I do. Like, dude, who the fuck?
You had some type of celebrity.
Yeah,
when people
most of the time nobody remembered me anyways.
They want your autograph.
Well, not even me. It was more like Joel but you know, honestly, I liked it like that. I like, you know what? I want the attention when I need it, when I'm up there, because that's what I feed off of, right? Yeah. It's ego at that point when you feed off of each other, because in the end, everybody knows when you're on, that's your stage. When you're on it, that's your fucking stage. Mm-hmm. Whether you're the fucking opener, the direct support, or the headliner, doesn't matter. Obviously, respect who you're fucking playing with too. Mm-hmm. Don't be a douchebag. Even if they're dickheads, I learned that. Don't ever fucking don't ever fucking stoop to any cocksucker's level that doesn't fucking care. Or they think they're better than anybody, because there's a bunch of them. There's fucking some in this goddamn city. So well, there used to be anyways. Fucking most of them they just fizzled away. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't matter as long as you had fun. If you're a dick about it, whatever. Well, just enjoy each other. Like that's all. I don't know. I'm the last person. Like people that are actually hearing this that know me personally. Where the fuck did this guy come from? I've never met this guy. I haven't either. I'm just getting to know him too. But all I'm saying,
there's two of us.
Yeah. You know
this is the first time we've ever actually had a sit down, had a conversation like this.
And I'm actually calm.
Like face to face, yeah, or knowing that people are listening. Maybe
I don't care that people are. Honestly, like I could sit here.
Some of it's personal, some of it's not.
Oh, I didn't even. I would love to. I don't mind being personal. That's one thing. I didn't think that was what you were trying to go for with this. At some point, you want to do it again? We can get more in depth. If people are enjoying and they want to hear more,
you got the mic and it's your stage right now.
Yeah, Mike. I haven't even used it. It's over here.
That's why I kept the one with the on and off switch. So you didn't turn it off on accident too.
Oh, I wouldn't even turn it on the whole time. I'd have been like,
yeah, exactly.
Hello. But all I'm saying is, just give a shit. Give a shit about each other. That's the one thing that's very lacking to me. Is like nobody cares. Everybody's like fucking yelling at people. The people are shooting the finger at you because they're like, for no reason. Oh, you cut me off. I'm like, I didn't even come near you. Like, people got to relax and do yourself a favor. Relax.
I'm gonna tell you one story just because this. I just saw this in the last few weeks. We were talking about 311 earlier. Obviously, one of my faves, and. He has 3 daughters now. Nick Hexum from 311.
I like that man.
And great dude.
Never met him, I don't think. No.
No? One day we will. I couldn't even get a hold of him this past weekend, and I need to. But hard man to get a hold of a new management company. You know how that goes. But anyways, he posted a video on Instagram, and he's in a restaurant of some sorts, and he has his wife and his 3 little girls with him. And Amber comes on the radio in the restaurant, and the girls are so excited, so cute, like, oh, daddy, nobody knows who you are. But nobody knows who you are, and they're like, sing it, and he's, he gets up and he waits, and he knows his wife's video recording it, right, and he knows what's gonna happen with that, so he waits for the chorus. He's like, whoa, like he's just goofing around, big goofy look on his face. Priceless. He did it for his kids.
Did people give him shit or something on the internet? No, okay. No. I thought you were going a bad way because people. No,
never.
A lot of people go the negative way though, right?
It's the cutest thing. Like it's crazy how social media has changed things. Like I was just talking about this earlier with somebody. It's like Metallica were like some angry sons of bitches. They were fighting Napster. It's like you're taking away from us. And now James Hetfield is walking around his center stage 5 minutes prior through the whole intro. Well, I mean, Lars pushed the envelope pretty hard.
That guy pushes the envelope,
but it changed their reputation forever.
Good for him.
But these guys are understanding, like even with their song in Stranger Things, they're like, you got to embrace the social media.
Metallica records, but
you got to embrace the social media, and they've learned to do that.
You're like these guys.
Your stuff's not going to sell much more.
Well, no, but the thing is, though, that people are like, you can't play drums. I'm like, dude, they're fucking old, and they're trying to play thrash metal.
Right.
Like, get real, man. Like, dude, like you think.
At least he doesn't go high range. It's not like seeing Rush 20 years later.
But then people are like, oh, like Rolling Stones. I'm like, yeah, but Rolling Stones. It's not the same. Like, yeah, but Mick Jagger's or whatever he is, I'm like, yeah, but the guy works out every day and shit. Lars doesn't work out. If he does, he doesn't look like he does.
Drums are a workout, and you could, I'm sure, agree with that.
Come on, man. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm not defending. People can say I'm an asshole, but I'm going to defend Lars, and I've never defended Lars in my life. But everybody put him up against Dave Lombardo. All these metal drummers. Let's be real. He doesn't play metal drums. Lars never really put there. It's rock drums with a little bit of double bass.
Yeah.
Some like
and fast. And fast. That's it.
But rock can be fast too.
He's got
some.
There's some. Fast
okay,
too.
There's some things. But in the end, you were taking a guy that wasn't completely metal and putting him up against fucking Lombardo and even like fucking Chris Adler.
There's no contest there. There's no contest.
Like no, he's great for what he does. Yeah, maybe now he's not. But come on, get out of here.
Do you remember? Get Him to the Greek? That scene where he knocks on the door and Russell Brand's character's like, why don't you go sue Napster, you Danish twat? That about says that's the and he turns and walks away.
Jim Brewer tells a great story that when he hung out with Lars. Never hung out with him again, but fucking
maybe there's a reason.
Oh fucking Jim Brewer's great. That guy just looks like he's fucking high every time he talks.
He has a book called
I always
look high.
Yeah, but
I always look stoned, or something like that.
Great.
I have to look it up. But
he's great. But yeah, all right.
Yeah, but we can wrap it up. I know you got to go.
No, it's okay.
We could. Oh, you know what? I want to know. Did you watch? I mean, I'm not getting into the politics and all the hoopla of the Olympics opening ceremony.
I did not see it though. Gojira. Is that what
I
you're gonna ask
didn't give
me?
a shit, but I wanted to ask you if you saw the Gojira performance.
I did not. I didn't even. I actually found out after it happened. But they were like what the first ever metal band to play the Olympics, right?
But they're from there. So it's.
It's in Paris.
It's in Paris.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
they're,
where did they play?
I couldn't even tell you, man.
And
it was there was a lot more instrumental to it from what I saw than anything.
Yeah,
and it was very dramatic. They're like, I don't even know what the building was.
I would like to see them live.
It was almost like a castle or hotel or something. Great. And they had these platforms out the windows, so they're like 10 floors up, and they're like just.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, you got to see it. I mean, it was all for like extreme spectacle.
Of course it was. Well, it's metal. It's gonna
right. But I mean, people are talking shit because the whole thing was a spectacle. But
okay, cool talk shit. Okay, cool, man. Do you ever? Hey, let's remember fucking Ashley Simpson lip syncing on Saturday Night Live. You remember that spectacle?
What are you talking about? It was acid reflux, man.
I have that. No. But no, and whatever. I mean, guess what? We're a little tidbit. Me and Todd have seen Ashley Simpson together live in concert.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Oh my God! I remember some dude tried to pick you up in the. That was hilarious.
He had good taste in men.
Yeah, well there you go. You're a good fellow. On that happy note, I'm gonna let you go, Paul. Thanks for taking the time to sit down and talk about the.
Always my pleasure.
And then in reality, we're just gonna keep talking, and after this, the mic's turned off. But once again,
the crew's gonna clean up though.
Yeah, guys, get the cameras back out. Where's my water? Anyways, thanks for watching. The rest is rock and roll history. I am the Toddfather. Check you guys soon.
Toddfather, right?
I am the Toddfather. Don't fuck with the Toddfather.
Fuck it.